All right, so we should be back in Border Crew 2, and we have actually dropped some placings. Not too much to be bothered. We are also not even done with the summit races. I don't think it's going to be too big of an issue. Actually, make this stick. Dude, I'm so happy because the weather is finally getting better and sticking to that, which is awesome. Currently, it says that it's not going to be any sun today, 16 degrees. I can tell you that the sun is shining pretty good. So hopefully you guys have just as good as weather as I do. And let's move on to this. Actually, before we do that, I do need to change the controls for this. As usual, I can't drift with automatic. It's not gonna work for me. Hopefully we can swap parts right in this menu, otherwise I have to back out. I don't know which car we're going to use. I don't know if I want to use the Lambo. I kind of want to use the 12C. Can we? We can't swap parts. Okay, let's use the Lambo then. See how it is. If we fail this, we swap the car. So this is a track that I've done multiple times. Though granted I haven't drifted in this game in forever. So I'm gonna see if I can get the feeling back for it. So if I end up being quite a bit quiet for this race or event, I'm doing my best to kind of focus up. Because I don't remember when the last time was actually drifting in this. I think we made a video that time. And it was like one drift event. Before that, it was also like a year between. I wouldn't say drifting is hard in this, but if you want high points, you are gonna have to send it quite hard. Which in turn makes it a bit more complicated. Oh, fuck. Okay, so let's just do a for fun run, and I might jump back into this and do a actual lap after the video. Oh, that was close. I feel like third and fourth is pretty much where you want to be on this track. Fourth is doable in a lot of areas. Now, as I said, I'm not too comfortable doing that just yet. Gotta get a bit of a more feel for it before I end up doing that. To be honest, I don't think we might end up getting like 300k. I don't think that's gonna be too bad. Okay, actually 420, that's not too bad. Alright, so that event is also broken. That's very interesting. Okay, so this is not gonna be a high point summit at all. Kind of interesting how that ends up being the case. So I want to go back and do that, I guess. That's freaking insane. So it's still gonna be green marked, I think, but it's gonna give us 0 points. Even though we got 419k. I'm also gonna switch the keys right now, so we don't have to keys controls, so we don't have to do that later on. Damn, I need to wipe off my monitor, it's so dusty. Okay, let's see, did we actually get the points? No, we did not, but is it green marked? That's the question at hand. It is green marked. So the drag race and the drift race are both freaking done for. I don't know. Okay, so we are gonna wanna do this and that, and we are gonna wanna use the 12C. See if we can swap over some better parts to this. Take the noble parts, just because we can actually also customize this before we do anything else, so it doesn't look so stock. I don't know if I want to run a carbon hood on this. Okay, there doesn't seem to be that much to do to this car. The wheels do need changing. I do like those. Caliper color, we keep that. Let's actually make it a bit carbon. I feel like that could be quite good on this. I like that. Okay, so let's go for the carbon hood as well. I think that's gonna look actually quite good. There is a CEO on in the area that I work who actually owns a 12C, though I haven't seen it in this color, I think. Yeah. Actually, probably it's probably this color. I haven't seen him for a long time now. I don't know if he sold it off or something. Are there any good liveries for this car or... Oh, that one is actually kind of nice. I do like that. That one is just too much. Could go for the police livery. I don't like that rainbow thing. Gucci, not my style at all. I think we're going on a like pretty standard color. Or can we do something like this maybe? I'm gonna go with this. I don't know if it's gonna look any good, but let's try it out. Like champagne colorish. I think it could work. Okay, so we also want to switch over parts to the F12 Beretta. I think we burned way too much money on that car, on the 12C, but it's all good. Okay, let's scroll all the way to the left. I might even have power supplied on this car, but I just want to double check. Yeah, we do. We do. And for customization, let's actually do that. Can we lower that? Get it a bit in, make it a bit brighter, I think. Actually, can we, what are the stock wheels for this car? Let's see, I don't like those. These are actually quite good. Go for something a bit brighter. For the sake of it, let's go for this. I do like this. The blue is also kind of nice. White. Can we change the this? I did not like how that looked. So we are running that currently, so we should be able to run that. Yes, okay, that's more what I felt like going for. Uh, rims are good, mirrors, side skirts. Yeah, I think this is more the vibe that I'm going for. Awesome. Now we have those prepared for these two races. I don't know if these are long races or short races. Hollywood shouldn't be that long. I read 12C. This is not the 12C. Alright, so we didn't have to burn like 50k on the freaking... What even have I done to this car? We just do that and see if there is something a bit better to apply. Actually, let's go for this. Change the color to blue, because I think that looks way better. Do we have anything interesting here? What are those buttons? Let's go with the eyes. Let's go with that. Let's delete this. No window tint, and we keep it like that. Caliper color. Let's make that red, and we are good to go. I definitely think it looks more respectable now than beforehand. Okay, so we have maxed out parts, we have everything going for us on this car. We should be able to make a decent time on this. I don't remember this race in particular, if there are any shortcuts and stuff like that, but we'll see what we can do. I don't know if that was the right call to do, but we're in front. Okay, that nitrous is kind of annoying. Okay, I do remember this race now. I don't remember if there are any shortcuts though. Let's see if we can make this car fly. The MC20 is not a bad car. I feel like it does very well in handling and stuff like that, so very agile car. Okay. I don't know if that's the right way to go. I think I messed that up really badly. So possibly we might have to redo this one. Or we're gonna have to redo this one at some point. Hopefully these races aren't broken as well, that would kind of suck. Seeing as 2 out of the races are already messed up. But the good thing is that it green marks them. Because when you complete all 9 of the events in a summit, you get a extra 100k points. So if those count as done, even if we don't have the points for them, we should still get plus 100k points. Which we're definitely gonna need in this summit if we wanna get the car. The good thing is also that I presume that the races are broken for everybody else as well, so they also shouldn't have any points for the races, even though they might get them green marked. But still, should still be fair game, so I'm not too worried about that. If that is not the case, that is gonna suck. But yeah, I'm betting on that it's broken for everybody. Dude, the freaking birds are having a fight outside. Damn birds. Okay, don't hit the wall. That's a very common thing to do in this race, and just slam right into that wall. Okay, that's actually a really good race. We can definitely keep a higher pace throughout the entire race. Dude, this car actually handles really well. Yeah, 100k points, we can definitely improve on that. We get up to 120, 125, hopefully, at the best. But yeah, we're already back to platinum. Let's do the street race with the Burrito. Berlinetta, my bad. Dude, this one looks so much better now. 3, 2, 1. The F12 is nice, I will say, it is. But I think I like the A12 a lot more. Dude, that's a similar, like very similar F12. What the hell? This should also be like a purely uh, nitrous based race, I think. Kind of annoying that we're doing it in a street tier car, but we can almost hold 400k an hour still, so shouldn't be too bothering. And yeah, casual Ferrari interior, full carbon, some yellow dashes, stuff like that. This is a nice car though. By probably 812 Superfast is my favorite amongst them. I'm not the biggest like Ferrari guy. I don't know. I think they're cool, definitely. But I think I've talked about this a couple of times before, but when you talk about like dream cars, Ferrari isn't a brand that necessarily comes to mind for me. I don't know why. Lambo used to be one of those, but I don't know if it is anymore. Honestly. If I could choose between like a I'm gonna take a very similar example, okay? If I could choose between a 2020 Huracan, or let's say 2018, and a 2018 R8 V10 Plus, I know which one I'm going for. I'm going for the R8 probably. I don't know. I just love the looks of the R8. The Huracan, I love the Huracan. That's probably my favorite Lambo. But I don't know, there's just something about the V10 Plus that is so amazing. We have one going around where I live. A like pretty bright blue. It sounds so freaking good. Dude, this race was longer than I expected. Oops, I kind of checked over on the recording. We are upping in time, so I'm trying to get this done. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the hypercars, like I say that as a like talking about dream cars, because I feel like social media has normalized owning supercars, hypercars so much that I'm not gonna say it's unattainable. It is not. But the amount of money you need to make to actually be able to afford those cars. Yeah, sure, anybody can go out and rent them. And I presume a lot of the people on social media has done that. And again, I'm not saying it's unattainable. But it's not as easy as social media makes it out to be. Uh, so yeah. Because the thing is, I rarely go in and check comments and stuff. I tend to avoid that part of social media. Because there's so much bad stuff on there, like, I don't know how people survive. But I have seen a couple of like comments on different posts and stuff saying like when somebody bought a, let's say a Huracan, 2016 Huracan, whatever, people are like, oh, you bought the base model, you cheap ass, stuff like that. And it's like, but it's still freaking expensive. Like, what? I don't know. People are out of their minds. Social media is probably not a good place. With that said, we're gonna leave that at that. So we'll see. I'll probably end up doing these two and just finishing it off. And I might redo these two to actually. Well, we have good points on this one, but I might redo this one just to bump up the points on that. Also, I might see if I can get. I don't think I need to get these up a bit more. We'll see where we land on the escape. We're still at a good spot. This is gonna be a low point summit. As you can see, platinum is at 400k, which is insanely low. But yeah, we'll see where we can land with this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in another one. Take care. Have a good one, guys. If you have enjoyed, leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe if you want to, and have a good rest of your week and weekend. And I'm out. Bye bye.